What's going on, guys? Welcome to week 16 of the Fantasy Hangover. Joined my guy, Joe Lukancic, as always. And as you guys can tell, it's not the normal screen. It's not the standings. It is the bracket. And as you can see, Joe, you are officially eliminated from the 2025 fantasy season. You lost to Chigs, who dropped a 186 burger. And then Owen beat Pete's Posse, as he already changed his name to Casey's Cremation because he's playing Casey. So what we're going to do in this first segment is talk about the round 1 matchups and then preview the round 2 matchups. We have 2 playoff matchups to talk about. We'll talk about yours was the first one, Joe. You scored 133. You didn't do bad. It's just that Z's team did so much better. We'll start off with your team because your team started off the week unbelievably hot. As you can see down there in the tight end slot, Kyle Pitts, 46 points. Give me a breakdown of how you were feeling after that moment, and then basically just give me a rundown of the whole week.
It's just tough because you start off the week so well. I'm like hyping him. I'm like, holy shit, we're going to do it. We're doing it. We're doing it.
He's doing it.
And then we didn't do it. Z's team, just a phenomenal week. I mean, still can't get over the fact that ETN had a total of 32 rushing yards, and had 31 fantasy points. Ridiculous. Puka went off. Jamar Chase went off. J-Mo went off. And then Jason Myers just casually dropped 24 points as well. So it all adds up. It was just what I talked about in my match when we talked about it. I said, if Pitts, obviously, after what Pitts, I was like, all right, if Olave and Dart can get me 20 plus, I'm going to be in a good spot. And they did, and I still fucking lost. It's a tough week because T-Mac just blew gooch. My running back sucked. And there's no really bench players that I could have thrown in. I mean, if I would have started Waller at flex for some reason and then Brian Thomas Jr. instead of Tet, that accounts for 30 points, and I'd still be 20 points short, which is insane. But Z just put up a hell of a week.
Sometimes
Tip my cap to him. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but what are you going to do?
Absolutely. Have you thought about the draft yet? 2026, you're officially picking that 5 or 6 hole. That's where your focus is.
Got my eye on the prize.
There you go. All right, next game was a little bit more of a snooze fest, but, I mean, we saw this one coming. Pete's Posse, he got in. It was a big moment for him, but he let this moment get too big. He basically laid it all on the line in week 14, and then in week 15, he kind of laid an egg. 104 points. Owen's team did have a solid week, so it wasn't necessarily a shit fest. He dropped 144. We all expected this. I mean, this was a blowout. Owen's team, just clearly the better squad, and he's moving on to round 2 to play for a title. Do you want to start? What team do you want to start off with?
For what, Posse?
I guess, yeah, we'll start with the Posse.
Yeah, just his team underperformed. Needed Pickens this week, and Bucky really didn't perform. Watson didn't really do much. Tony Pollard on the bench, though, got a nice little 20 bomb. But besides that, Casey's Cremation now. I mean, I think he had to start Mark Andrews at flex and might have to do so with somebody else again this week. That Drake London trade still.
London questionable, and Rashee Rice is questionable.
Yeah, so I don't know what he's going to do there. We'll see.
I think, as sad as it is, we shouldn't look at this a negative for Pete's Posse. I think we need to see this as a positive, a step in the right direction.
In the right direction.
2026, he's building a culture there with the Posse. The culture is being built.
It's like the Saints.
Like Kellen Moore and the Saints. Petey, do not hang your head.
Building something.
You got bigger and better things coming in 26. What a first year. That was like the Lions in 2022. They started like 0-9 and then they finished like 8-9 somehow. That's Pete's Posse. And then obviously we know what happened in 2023.
Run it from then on. Yep.
Just touching. I had a bye week. It dropped 134. Casey had a bye week as the 2 seed. Dropped 178. Maybe he had too good of a week. He let all the good performances out a bit early. Down in the Shitter Bowl, game that really didn't mean too much. Dell versus Kyle. Dell picked up a nice win. I think he was the underdog in that one. Dropped 142. Got the W. And then Brawny's, this one had some punishment implications because both were doing combined records. So regular season and playoff Christian had a 1-game deficit on Brawny, but he beat Brawny, so now they are both 4-11 total record. However they perform in the next 2 weeks will determine who is doing the punishment. And we will make a video on the punishment. It's going to be hilarious. So it's going to be either Christian or Brawny in all likelihood. That'll take us into week 2, the semifinals. We'll start off with my matchup. I'm fresh off a bye. My guys are well rested. Well, not really, but I'm well rested. Chigs is projected 134. I'm projected the most at 149 points. As you guys can see down there, Devontae Adams was my wide receiver 2. He is doubtful. He's not going to play tomorrow night's game. He's got the hamstring injury. So I had to go to the waiver wire to pick someone up. Lo and behold, DJ Moore was available on the waiver wire. He is rostered in 79% of ESPN leagues. He was not rostered in our league. He was projected 8 points last night when I picked him up on waivers. He's now projected 14 points. It's looking like no Rome and potentially no Luther Burden. So I got a wide receiver 1 there in my lineup. I got Jacoby Brissett. I had a 3-quarterback monster going. I was debating between Jacoby Brissett, Brock Purdy, who I know Joe was an advocate for, and JJ McCarthy. I did end up settling on Jacoby Brissett, which I know Joe supports because he thinks Michael Wilson's going to go off, as you'll hear later in the episode. Joe, give me a quick preview on this matchup. Who's your pick to win? Who do you see being a good performer? Who do you think might lay a goose egg? Z's team is great. Just dropped 180 points. Give me your thoughts here.
I think Cole wins just based off 2 matchups. ETN against the Broncos, I don't think he has a good game there. And then Puka against Seattle, I really don't think there's going to be much volume there. Even though with Devontae out, I think it's just going to be a miserable game with the rain. It's going to be tough there if they're projecting what's supposed to happen. But on the flip side of it, though, J-Mo and Rico Dowdle both could have great weeks that could boost that point value up. So we'll see. But, there's too many boom potentials, I think, for Cole's team compared to Z's.
And
Barkley might go for 30, so.
You think I should go Kelsey over the disease?
I would go. He's been getting targeted, but I'm pretty sure the weather is going to be shit stain in Seattle. So
6 tugs in the last 6 games, Joe. 6 tugs.
It's gonna. You know what? You're gonna hear it first. It'd be kind of a crazy prediction. I don't know why I didn't put that in the. I think Terrence Ferguson gets in once. Come on. He's the next big thing compared to Devontae if they like to roll with that. I think he gets in at least once. Maybe a little first touchdown if you'd like to sprinkle something on that.
Wow.
Terrence Ferg. Boom.
Like Terrence from Big Brother. All right, that'll take us into our next semifinal game. So the winner of one of Chigs or myself will be in the Fantasy Football Championship, and it will be against one of these 2 teams here. Casey's Crusaders had a bye. 11-3. He's projected 143 points. He's running into Casey's Cremation, a.k.a. Dingle's Death, a.k.a. EGE, a.k.a. Towns Tribe. He's been a team of many, many names, but the players remain consistent. A-Chain, Lamar, Nico, Rashi, Kittle. It's a good squad, but Casey's got a good squad too. I honestly do not know who to pick, Joe. Do you have a pick?
Drake London's out, which he probably... It sounds like he might play, but if not, he's going to have to go Chuba or Jaden Reed at flex, and I'd probably lean...
Could go Corum.
Not Thursday night. There's no way in hell he's doing that. I would lean towards Chuba if he had to make a decision. I think that's going to be a very run-heavy game for the Panthers. Chubas would probably score a touchdown. But for Casey here... He's got a lot of matchups that favor the pass game, and Ladd hopefully should go off. Amon-Ra, Trey McBride. Casey might drop 200 points this week, and I think that's going to be the end of it. Because here's the thing. This is kind of like a tough matchup because no matter who wins, somebody's going to be mad because, nobody wants either of these guys to win in our league. It's just how it is. But I think Casey's team just porks the living shit out of Owen's team.
See, that's what I thought, but then, when does Casey ever get good luck in our league?
Von A-Chain projected 25 points. That's just, Cincinnati. You never know what's going to go there. It's so tough this week. I expect 150 plus from both these teams, so we'll see.
Yeah, and It's in my memory of our, however long our league's been going on, this is some of the best semifinal matchups that we've had. I mean,
Yeah,
both of
I'm
these
kind of
games.
glad my fraudulent little ass is not in here.
Both of these games are going to be sick games, but I am going to end up taking the Crusaders. Me and Casey, we're very similar in our, however one guy finishes, the other guy finishes. If I'm picking myself to win, I'm going to pick Casey to win as well. You'll hear us talk about it later. We think Josh Allen has a big game. We think McBride has a big game. And Christian McCaffrey is always a big-time threat. I'm taking Casey's Crusaders to face off against Paul's Pals in the 2025 Fantasy Football Championship. Got anything else? Got anything else for us, Jay?
I think that's it. It's going to be a fun week.
Yeah, going to be a great week. We'll see you next week when we know our 2 championship teams. For now, let's head into FAQs.
Go Cougars.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Week 16 FAQ segment. Joined as always with my guy, Owen Young. Are those some Funko Pops in the background I see?
Ted Lasso and Spider-Man, and then Travis and Pat are over there.
Where do you acquire your FPs from?
Sports Card Zone.
Good stuff.
Card shop.
I gotcha. All right, so, before we get into FAQs, Owen, you and I are both in the fantasy semis. Best of luck.
There we go.
Hope I can see you next week. And one of our questions
One for the ages.
One of our questions is related about that. Before we get into anything, Brando Commando dropped a comment. He said, "Your boy was down 1 point, and then Brian and Aubrey came in clutch with that last field goal to advance me into the semifinals. LFG, 4 exclamation points." Let's clap it up for Brando. He's a long-time listener. He's a long-time listener, long-time commenter, so he's been getting advice from the best, so no surprise that he's moving on.
There you go, Brando.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Wow.
Now we're going to get into Cole and Owen's start and sit of the week, and actually we have the same start this week, so I'll give you the floor. Who are you and I both starting as our start of the week?
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't take the floor here because you're starting him this week. Colby Parkinson, tight end, Los Angeles. Devontae Adams, he's gonna be gone this game. That's a big hit for Team Paul too. I forgot you had Adams actually, but what did he have? Two tugs last week for Kobe.
He had 2 tugs last week, then a tug the week before, then he went tugless the week prior.
He's been really good.
Then 10, 11, 12, tug. So in the last 6 weeks, he has 6 tugs. So
yeah, this is going to be a good game. Seattle's a good team. Los Angeles is a good team, battling for that top spot in the division. Matthew Stafford's got to throw the ball somewhere. Now, I know they have Puka. He can't do it all. I think Colby Parkinson, we could see him get in the end zone. Actually, I'd probably, if I was Z, I'd put my money on that, and that'd be my bet of the day or the bet of the week is a Colby Parkinson anytime touchdown. I really like him this week.
Yeah, so you mentioned it beforehand. I had Devontae Adams. He went down. And I also had Travis Kelce, and his starting quarterback, Pat Mahomes, went down. So I had kind of predicaments at 2 spots, wide receiver 2 and tight end 1. Wide receiver 2, I ended up just picking up DJ Moore. Thought he was going to be a good start this week with some Bears injuries. But then going back to our guy Parkinson, Devontae Adams is that main red zone passing threat for the Rams. And I understand that it's going to be cold. It's going to be windy out there in Seattle. But these are 2 11-win teams. It's going to be a shootout. There's going to be a lot of points scored. And I think Parkinson, we said it earlier, 6 tugs. He's definitely in a prime time position to get another one. Seattle is not very good against tight ends. They're either like 25th or 27th. So he's in a really good position. If he finds the end zone, it's going to be good. Okay, that'll take us into our sit of the week. We have 2 different ones. I'll let you start things off. Who are you not a big fan of in Week 16?
Yeah, I'm going to go. I really actually like this dude. I think he's a good player. I feel so bad for him. I'm going to go Ashton Genty. Pretty similar reason as to why I said bench Brees last week. No, Brees played Jacksonville, but he plays Houston. Ashton Genty gets Houston. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go same reason that I told you to bench Brees. Bad game script. They play a good defense. It's not going to be a good game for Genty. They're going to be trailing. Houston's got the best defense in the NFL. As if Genty hasn't looked like bad already this season with that terrible offensive line. He's going to get walloped in that backfield. He's going to have no space to run. He's not going to get in the end zone. Sit Ashton Genty.
Yeah. Talk about a season from hell. I mean, you look at some of these.
It just sucks for him.
You look at some of these weeks, yards per carry, 3.2, 3.1, 1.1, 3, 2.1, 3. He just can't get anything going. It's not so much his fault. It's just, I mean, could you imagine what he'd be doing on the north side? Or I guess, I don't know if it's the north side. In Chicago, though, on the lake, Soldier Field. He would be kicking ass if we drafted him. And
you guys are in the spot too, but you guys got my own guy.
Yeah, so worth it. All right, our sit of the week, my sit of the week, it's not Ashton Genty. It's going to be Brian Thomas Jr. Now, he's come back from injury. He's put together a couple solid last 2 weeks. He went 3 for 87 2 weeks ago. Last week, 4 for 66 in a tug. So he's coming off 2 weeks of 65-plus receiving yards, 6-plus targets. So, he's carrying some good momentum, but he now runs into the Denver Broncos defense. And I want nothing to do with, playing against the Broncos. They're a black hole for receivers. You got Pat Surtain out there. Brian Thomas is predominantly on the outside. So I don't think Jacoby Myers is going to have a tremendous game either, but I feel a lot more confident that he does decent than BTJ does. I just think it's too risky. There's always a chance that he could pop off for a long touchdown, but I don't want to put my fantasy team season on the line, relying on a BTJ 50-yard bomb. I just prefer to stay away from it, go with someone else.
I think it's a common theme. I think every week we either pick someone who's playing Houston or Denver and just tell them you can sit them, but it works, so.
Absolutely. All right, our next question, where we at? Here we are. It's coming from Matthew Trotta. Always here, always questioning every week. He's asking, is Trey McBride a sneaky late first-round pick next year? And then Nexo Josh, our guy, replied, I can see him being a mid to late second rounder like how Bowers was this year, but there'll probably be people out there who will get him in the first. I mean, Bowers was awesome last year, but McBride, what he's doing is significantly better than Bowers.
Otherworldly, yeah. Otherworldly.
And I'll give you the floor here, given that you're not afraid to take a first-round tight end in years past, and you play Trey McBride in the fantasy semi. So give me your whole thoughts. I guess we'll start off with the more recent thing. How are you, are you concerned about playing him this week? And then after that, would you take him in round 1 next year?
Yeah, I'm definitely concerned, given the fact that he dropped 38 points last week. Jacoby Brissett throws the ball probably 133 times a game. That's my main kicker. I think Marv gets back. I've seen good reports. He's looking better. Maybe that takes McBride's targets down, but still. I'm terrified of Trey McBride. He's a baller. I don't want to play him. I do think maybe Kittle can combat that a little bit. Kittle's been awesome for me. He's dropping straight 20s, 15s, 23s, all that stuff, but nobody's doing what Trey McBride's doing right now. And then to go back, I think the first round's a little too high for him. Jacoby Brissett has really helped his floor and ceiling. But Trey McBride's always had a pretty high ceiling. But you're not seeing him dud very much. I saw some stat. It was in 3.5 years with Kyler, I think McBride had 4 touchdowns. I know last year was a joke that he finally got his first touchdown in week 15. And now you're seeing Jacoby Brissett in there and he's scoring a touchdown every week. It's kind of insane. And I think that's the main reason I wouldn't take him round 1. It's just really going to depend who's playing quarterback for him. Kyler's out the door, I'm assuming. Maybe they bring Brissett back. I don't know, but it's too early for a tight end for me. I've learned.
Coming off the bye, he's gone 19, 32, 32, 21, 26, 13, 43. His lowest amount of targets in a game has been 9.
43 last week?
He had 43 last week. I mean, what he's doing is insanity. He's got the Falcons, who are not a tremendous defense this week, and then next week he plays the Bengals. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, this guy is insane. If you have him on your fantasy team, I'm jealous. I'm not a big tight end early guy, but it paid off this year with McBreezy. All right, next question. We have a new commenter. Week 16. This guy has never commented before. It's always been the same group of 8, which we love, but Frank Garcia, 6549, is asking. Frank the Tank's. What's that profile picture? That's a Chicago Blackhawks hat. Hell yeah, Frank. He's asking, who would you choose between Judkins and Rashee Rice next week in the semis? So This is when start and sit decisions are uber important. I mean, it literally makes or breaks your season. So Frank's got a debacle. Judkins and Rashee Rice, both guys have their pros. Both guys have their cons. Owen, if you were in Frank the Tank's shoes, who are you going? I'm assuming this is at flex. Who are you starting at flex?
I'm sticking with Rashee. It's tough with Pat being out, but I'm a Chiefs fan. I'd like to say I know the Chiefs pretty well. Rashee Rice is a very scheme-dependent receiver, and he gets a lot of red zone looks. When they're in the red zone, they drop handoffs, they drop jet sweeps. They try to get him in that end zone, and I don't think that goes anywhere. Now, he popped up with concussion-like symptoms. It's a little scary for me, honestly. I've got him. He's my wide receiver, too. It's really scary, honestly. We should know in the next coming days. Obviously, if he's out, you're playing Judkins. But if he's playing, go Rashee.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to take Rice. You look at his coming off the bye, 9 targets, 12 targets, 12 targets, 8 targets, 11 targets. And you covered it. It's a lot of design touches, especially because it's underneath. A guy like Worthy's, his outlook is probably a lot worse given that he's relying on those deep balls that Gardner Minshew just isn't as good as throwing. But, Rashee Rice might actually be better. He might be a safety valve with Kelsey's inconsistencies and their lack of a, tremendous receiving back. I think Rashee Rice will do just fine. Judkins, the story of his rookie season has just been ups and downs. He's going into a chilly game against Buffalo. The game script could be in his favor, but, 3 of his last 4 weeks, he's been sub 3 yards per carry. So they have an injured offensive line.
And he's not catching the rock, I don't think.
Yeah, no, he had what is that?
What do you have, maybe one against the Bears?
He had 3 catches for -4 yards last week.
What?
I mean, that's brutal. Yeah, so just an inconsistent season from Judkins, kind of what I expected. Fantasy playoffs, you don't want to put your team's life in the hands of a Cleveland Brown player, so we're rolling with Rashee. Next question from our guy, Sean Johnson. He's got another start-sit decision. Who do you like in order of Luther Burden, Stephon Diggs, Chris Godwin? I'm assuming he only has to start one of those guys, but he asked for it in order. So if you had to rank those 3, Burden, Diggs, Godwin, how you going?
Yeah, I'm going to go Luther first, Godwin second, and then Diggs third. Luther just popped up again with another injury. The Bears just been banged up all year. It's actually kind of crazy how they have 10 wins. Props to them. Props to you, Piercy. But I think it's an ankle, right? Ankle?
It's an ankle.
It's never good, especially the type of receiver Luther Burden is. But yeah, I like him more than the other 2 options. Diggs has been terrible as of recent history. And then Godwin's just in a filled room. Mike Evans is a baller. Ibuka's a baller. Bucky's a baller. Even Kate Otton's pretty good. And Baker Mayfield just hasn't been that good recently. Give me the hot hand. Luther's looked pretty good in his starts. Dunze's lingering injury. Caleb's looked good. Just give me the hot hand and Luth.
I agree. I would take Burden. I'm just not confident in his ability to play. If he does, great, but I've been reading online, massive game for the Bears. So I've been checking Twitter, TikTok, all that stuff. The people don't sound super confident in his availability. So if he is, we're going LB3. If it comes down to Diggs or Godwin, it is tough because Stephon Diggs, the last time we saw him on Sunday Night Football, dropped a little 24 burger on his old team, the Bills. But as of late, he's just been bad. 48%, 50% snap share. He's just losing his role.
Already beat.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. He's going, it's a massive game for both Baltimore and New England. But you know what else is a massive game? Tampa Bay headed into Charlotte to face the Panthers. Both of these games have shootout, high-scoring potential. I just trust Godwin's floor a little more. They throw the ball a lot more than New England does, and the targets are always there. 5, 8, and 5 the last 3 weeks. He did have a tug, so I just trust Godwin more.
Is there even a reliable pass catcher in New England? Maybe Hunter Henry.
That would be the guy, and it's remarkable how 2 teams really have done that. Denver Broncos a little bit less so. With
Sutton's a beast.
Yeah, even the Green Bay Packers are 9-4-1.
Yeah.
And they have nobody since Tucker Kraft went down, and Watson had his couple weeks. Yeah, so it's been an up and down season for a lot of those guys, for all three of those guys. But I agree with the order. We're going Burden, then Godwin, then Diggs. Final question. You know what time it is. Time for the closer. Blade Runner Zach. He's got a 4-person starter set for us. Cortland Sutton, Mike Evans, Chris Olave, Jaden Reed, who, I guess he's in the championship. BRZ's in the championship. Out of those four guys, who do you feel the most confident in to perform?
So it's Olave, Reed, repeat the other two?
It's Olave, Reed, Cortland Sutton, Mike Evans.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to throw back to last week. This is a much better start and sit question. There's no Algiers in here, no piece of crap.
Some good
I'm actually going to give you two. I'm going to give you 2 to start and then 2 to sit. My 2 starts would be Sutton and Olave, and then my 2 sits would be the other 2. Sutton's been really good for Denver. He had an awesome game last week. He's kind of one of those guys you don't really hear much about because when you think of Denver, you think of their defense, you think of the close games they're always in, you think of the frauds that they are that people say. You never really hear much about how good Cortland Sutton is, and Cortland Sutton is a very good football player. Bo Nix loves to throw him the ball. There's not a lot of competition out of that. And then to go back on that, RJ Harvey actually just popped up with a rib. I think he's going to be okay, but maybe they're a little cautious given the fact that they've clinched the playoffs. Who knows? Give me Sutton. And then I like Chris Olave. Tyler Shuck's been sneakily good. I know Olave, I think he had a dud last week. He kind of picked it up late.
He had 20 points last week. The game before that, he had 6, though.
Olave?
Yeah, he had a tug.
Oh, he did have a tug. It was a late tug. But I think they just shut down Devon Vele for the rest of the year.
Yep.
That just helps Chris Olave tremendously. That run game is terrible. Devin Neal went down. Kamara's down. They're relying on Audric Estime, and then I think they just elevated Naheem Hines. They just signed Hines. You don't want that in your backfield, especially with a rookie and Tyler Shuck. I think they're going to keep airing it out. I think Chris Olave is going to benefit heavily from that.
I hate to just be like your echo, but I'm going to have to agree again.
There's not much to elaborate there.
Yeah, well, with Mike Evans, he's predominantly on the outside. He was limited at practice, so he's still not fully back, although he did look good last week. J.C. Horn has been a great cornerback this year. He plays predominantly on the outside. So I don't love that matchup. So I agree with you. It comes down to Sutton and Olave for me. I'm just going to take Cortland Sutton because it's just the outlook on that game is just way better. Denver and Jacksonville has, plenty of high stakes. It's going to determine who wins their divisions, who gets the 1 seed in the AFC potentially. So there's a lot more on the line where I could see this Jets-Saints game just being a complete dud. Neither team score a touchdown. So again, if I'm putting my fantasy team's lives in the hands of one of these dudes, I'm trusting Sean Payton, I'm trusting Bo Nix, I'm trusting Cortland Sutton to get me there. So there you go, BRZ. All right, that'll do it for the Week 16 FAQs. Comment down below, drop a subscribe. Thanks for joining me, Owen. Best of luck to you.
One more thing. I was just going to wish best of luck to all those people out there that are in their semis, maybe their ship. Go get them, guys. We believe in you. It's been a long year. Only the best of the best make it to where we are right now, and just want to say good luck.
Absolutely. This is what you live for. Me and you, we're paying attention to fantasy. I'd like to say 12 months out of the year. I'd probably take a little gap in the spring. Probably 9 months out of the year.
There's a little gap.
9 months out of the year, fantasy football is one of my highest priorities, and it's all for
best day of the year.
It's all for these moments right here. So, yeah, soak it in. Enjoy it, guys. And, Owen, best of luck to you. And we'll see you in Week 17. Let's head into the Week 16 Pick'em. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Week 16 Pick'em segment. We are guestless this week. It's our third to last week. Don't worry, though. We have 2 guests squared away for Week 17 and 18. So this is the last week of the 2025 season where we will be flying solo. Before we get into the games, let's look at the standings. Me and Joe went 10-6 last week. Chiggs went 9-7. He is still in first place, but now he's tied for first. Chiggs and Joe are both at the top, 135-88. I am still 2 games back, 133-90. It is still anyone's ball game, though. We got a great slate for Week 16. There's not too many sweeps, so the standings are going to get shaken up a little bit more next week. We don't have a guest, like I said, but there's the guest leaderboard. Wesley placed tied for 9th, and he tied with Petey. He went 8-8, so down there at the bottom. Let's start off Thursday Night Football. Bear, your squad, the Seattle Seahawks, are at home, 11-3 versus 11-3. They're playing the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I did not expect myself to do this. I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks to beat the Rams. The Rams are Devontae-less. I mean, that it's going to be rowdy. It's going to be one of the biggest home games in Seahawks the last decade. I mean, it's going to be
100%.
rowdy. The Seahawks defense is nasty. Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions last game, and the Seahawks lost by 2 points. If he can take care of the football, if they can get the ball to Shaheed and JSN, I think they got a shot. And I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks to beat the LA Rams and take first place in the NFC West.
I thought you were going to go different there and be like, can't believe I'm saying this is my lock of the week. Because, that's how I feel here. I'm going to take the Rams. Just something about they have the same record, but there's a distinct difference in these two teams. I just don't know what it is. Rams just seem kind of more polished. Seahawks, you don't know what you're going to get on a weekly basis. Besides that defense, it fucks. But that offense, just too many question marks, I think. Rams bring consistency from both sides of the ball. I'm going to take them, I won't say in a slaughterhouse, but I'm going to take them 28-17 here.
Wow.
Double dig.
Picked the Seahawks last time, going with them again. This is definitely not going to be a double-digit game. It's going to be a close game 100%. Seahawks defense is too good. Offense has been playing substandard as of recent. But, I mean, yeah, the Colts said they lost by 2 points last time, and Darnold threw 4 picks. I think this could very well be just a wide receiver one shootout, little JSN Puka going tit for tat, touchdown for touchdown. That would be electric to see. Yeah, I got Puka, Paul's got JSN. That'd be awesome. But I'm taking Seattle. I'm confident. Let's go.
That's really bittersweet for you because if Puka does good things for your fantasy team, obviously that sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
And if JSN does good things, that's good for your real team, but that sucks in fantasy. And I'm starting the disease at tight end, so that's really going to double hurt you if he finds the end zone. So Joe's lone wolf and the Rams, me and Z taking Seattle. That'll take us into Saturday where we have a doubleheader on Fox. Actually, this was supposed to be flipped. It was supposed to be Eagles-Commanders in the late slot, Bears-Packers in the early slot, but they flipped them because the Commanders suck. And that's why I'm taking the Eagles. Not much to be said about this game. Eagles, they lost 3 games in a row. They got to face the Raiders. They're back on the right track now. Joe picked the Raiders last week. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, I mean, I think Philadelphia... They had that collapse in 2023 where they started 11-1 and then they finished 12-5 and lost in the wild card round. I don't think that kind of collapse is coming. They're going to win the NFC East. I think they win a playoff game or 2. They're just too talented, and I think they take care of Washington no problem here.
Yeah, not much to be said here. Eagles will pork them. We'll go 41-17.
100%. I'm starting Philly defense in our league this week, I think. I mean, without Jaden Daniels, this team is... So, give me the Eagles.
Eagles sweep. That'll take us into Soldier Field. Packers, Bears. We're going to be in the vicinity of it. We'll be kind of next to it. Going to be tailgating. Going to be a great time. With that being said, did I take the Bears or the Packers last time? I can't remember. I think I took the Bears. I was high coming off that Eagles win on Black Friday. I was like, all right, we're going to come in and beat them. We lost. It was a good game, but now the Packers, no Christian Watson, no Micah Parsons. Taking the Bears again. Love what we did against Cleveland. We beat them 31-3. The Bears have had their fair share of injuries, but I've been saying it all season long. It's not going to matter who won the first one. The second one is all that people are going to remember. And yeah, I mean, this is the biggest game at Soldier Field since the double doink. So the place is going to be electric. It's going to be rowdy. And I'm going with my heart here. I feel like Z Bear, but I'm taking the Bears. Let's go.
I would have taken the Packers if Caleb Williams didn't play so well this week. He played really well last week, and I think that's he's going to ride the momentum going in, back-to-back home games. I think that plays a factor into it. And like he said, he's one of the rare quarterbacks that can make any throw, and I firmly believe that when he said that in his interview. So I expect it to be on full display here. Give me Bears. Go Bears. 31-24.
I just recently bought this shirt. I believe it was yesterday, actually. But I'm going with Green Bay. I said it last time they played each other. Green Bay owns the Bears, and yeah, us three will be technically in attendance, not really for the game, but before the game. So I mean, it would be sick to see a Bears win and get that, maybe even the 2 seed or 1 seed when this all finishes out. But if I'm looking for the best picks, I'm going with Green Bay.
Bear, what shirt are you wearing right now?
I showed the shirt.
Oh, damn it. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's badass.
Sorry, I didn't say that because I was searching for a tweet. Teams that play the Broncos in Denver this season, which the Green Bay did last week, are 1-5 in their next game. That means the Broncos are a tough physical team. They wear people out up there in the mile-high elevation. And Bears opponents the week after playing the Bears are 2-10 as well. The last 2 games, the Packers have played the Bears and the Broncos, 2 of the most physical teams in football. That means the Packers are worn out. They're without their best edge rusher. Things are really lining up here. The only thing that sucks is that Rome and probably Burden are going to be out. So it's going to be a great game regardless. That'll take us into Sunday's action. Chargers, Cowboys. This game has the highest over-under of the week, maybe besides Detroit's game. But this has shootout potential, 100%. With that being said, taking the Dallas Cowboys. I just feel like coming off of a loss, they're still going to be hungry. I know that they're out of playoff contention. This isn't more about the Cowboys being good. It's just about how little I believe in the Chargers. I just don't think they're going to make a deep playoff run of any kind. I think they're a wild card exit. And I just think this is one of those games where Dak, CD, and Pickens just have a really nice connection. And he might throw for 4 tugs. So, yeah, give me Dallas.
Yeah, I've given up on the Dallas train. Their defense blows cock. Sorry.
Oh, God.
But
Okay.
I'm taking the Chargers here. I think they're building good games here. Beat the Chiefs last week for about 3 9/10 of a game with Mahomes. We got a little Minshew mania at the end there. But Chargers still put together a great game. I think their defense puts a little locks on Dak enough to win this game. I'm going to go Chargers 27-24, and there's going to be a game-winning field goal in this game, ladies and gentlemen, by Dicker the kicker.
Dicker the kicker? I got a number, Bear.
I got a number.
Oh, all right. Bear counts down.
Okay, I'll count down. I mean, I had a number 2. I'm not going to lie, but yeah, whatever.
Let's all of us do it.
Sure.
First
Yeah,
one.
hey. All right, fine, let's do it. I got it. 3, 2, 1. 61.
51.
Oh, none of us.
I was thinking bomb. Yeah. I'm going with the Cowboys here. I have not
We
really.
win again.
Yeah, I have not liked what I've seen from the Chargers really at all this year, especially when their offensive line has had so many injuries and Herbert's been playing substandard because they just haven't been throwing the ball that much anymore. They've been running the ball. Their offense has not been sharp. Their defense has been great. Their offense is not. But I think the Cowboys' offense is good enough to score on that Chargers defense. And even though the Dallas defense sucks balls, I mean, Justin Herbert is that whole line is no points. Give me Dallas.
I thought I was going to be the lone
Gene
wolf
War.
here, but Jay's the lone wolf.
I think this is a point I was going to make too. If the Chargers do make the playoffs, as long as they don't draw Denver or Houston round 1, I think they make a good run into the AFC Championship. Because I'd say out of those teams that would make it, their defense ranks 3rd, and obviously I think they have the best offense out of the Texans and Broncos. So
What about Jacksonville or Buffalo or New England? Do you think they take care of those 3 teams?
Yeah, no way.
Never mind. I forgot about New England. I think New England honestly would be a toss-up. I really think that'd be a toss-up game. Jacksonville,
Maybe.
Jacksonville porked the Jags early in the year. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, they did. The Chargers.
I still believe in the Chargers. I think they're well coached, and that's just something that in this league that
Yeah, you were a big Raiders and Giants fan earlier in the year because they're good coaches too.
Well, Giants should have been a lot better than what they fucking put out this year.
Speak of the devil, we're talking about the Giants. They're at home against the Vikings. I was the lone wolf against the Giants. I took the Commanders last week, nailed that one. Hell yeah. Now I was thinking about maybe do I take the Giants here? I am not. And with that being said, Z, you don't know anyone else's picks. I do, because you guys give me your picks for the slides. The one reason why I didn't take the Giants is because Joe's picks later in the episode are so stupid that I just had to play it safe. And I was like, I need to let him screw himself over. I need to pick the favorites. So that is the reason why I'm taking the Vikings.
Hold on. Can I guess one of his picks?
I know. Yes, go ahead.
Is he taking the Titans over the Chiefs?
Oh, no. Yeah, when we get to the end of the episode, you'll get it. You'll know why.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really feel super confident. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what he's doing. You jackass.
I don't feel that confident in McCarthy to do it for a third game in a row, but he has looked good. And this is what it comes down to for me. It's Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores against Mike Kafka. I mean, that's one of the biggest coaching differences I think you're gonna see this season. That's why I'm taking Minnesota.
Like Drew Wills against Dell in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not gonna work.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's pretty fun.
Yeah, Vikings are building a pretty good stretch here. If you're scoring 30 points a game and Justin Jefferson has had a combined total of 40 yards in both games, then you're doing something right on the offensive side of the ball. And I think that continues into this game. Giants, they're just kind of a Cleveland steamer this year.
Yeah, they are.
They're going to move on next year. So I'm going to take the Vikings here 31-14.
I agree. Vikings defense is very, very good. Held a good Cowboys offense to 26 points. I didn't even watch the game, but I mean, the Vikings won, so I mean, they had to have played decent. So yeah, give me the Vikings. I mean, Jalen Naylor is being quietly the wide receiver 1 in Minnesota right now, which is pretty crazy, but whatever's working's working, so give me Vikings.
The tight end, isn't he?
No, come on, Jay. Number 1, why not?
Oh, I'm thinking of Oliver. Fuck.
Next game, this might be a tight end fest because it's two of the shittiest defenses against tight ends. The Bengals against the Dolphins. If you got Darren Waller, or maybe even Mike Gesicki, it's a Gesicki revenge game, by the way. You might want to toss them in your lineup. Bengals, Dolphins, going to be high scoring, well, I thought, until Quinn Ewers was announced as a starter. And you see it in the post-game press conferences every week. Joe Burrow is pissed off, and he's angry. He's pissed, and he needs to take that energy and that anger and release it on some team, and that unfortunate defense is going to be the Dolphins. I think they might score like 40-plus points here. This is my lock of the week. I've never been so confident in a team that's like 4-9 or 4-10 or whatever they are, but give me Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize to the Bengals fans. Ever since my "fuck you" football comment, they have not been doing that at all. So, I mean, they should have won the last 2 weeks, and last week they just looked soft, and that was just embarrassing. And I really wanted to take the Dolphins here with this game being in Miami, but now that Tua's out, I really don't think Quinn Ewers gives them a better chance to win necessarily.
No.
It's more sold on the fact that they need to see what they have, and if they have to go for the quarterback in the draft. But
Kyler.
I think this game, we'll see how the offense goes. I don't know. I'm taking the Bengals. I'm playing it safe here.
Thank God.
But I don't like the Bengals either. Zach Taylor should be he should have one-way ticket out of Cincinnati here soon. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to go Bengals. I'll keep it close. I'll go 28-24.
Originally I had this as my game of the week, but you guys just remembered Quinn Ewers starting, so absolutely not. I think this is going to be, I agree with Cole, actually. This could be a Bengals just complete ass whooping. I'd love to see it. Jamar Chase had a great week last week. He's due for a touchdown. That's my prediction. Not really a bold one, but he's scoring a touchdown this game. So give me Cincy.
Clean sweep there. Next game, big implications. Buccaneers, Panthers. It's the first of 2 games in 3 weeks. They're playing in Carolina this time. Basically, I don't know. Well, if they go 1-1, then the NFC South gets real interesting. And then pretty much if some team sweeps here, they got the division on lockdown. In all honesty, I think that they I think that they do end up splitting. And I think just the home team's going to take each one. So with that being said, I'm taking the Panthers. Both teams had shit, and I mean shitty games last week. Panthers lost to the Saints. Buccaneers lost to the Falcons. It's no bueno. But I just think the Panthers, I've changed my outlook on them. I think they're going to be able to run the ball effectively with Dowdle and Chubes. And there's just been something wrong with Tampa Bay. And I was all in on them. I was picking them week after week after week. I mean, I took them to beat the Rams, and they embarrassed me on Sunday Night Football. Embarrassed me. So they lost my trust, and in order to get it back, they need to beat the Panthers. So I'm taking the Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers, you would think I'd learned my lesson now. They play extremely well when they're the underdogs.
Yep.
Ooh, true.
But I'm not taking them. I'm taking the Bucs here. I think the Bucs are just, I mean, Todd Bowles really expressed his frustrations, dropped about 50 F-bombs in one post-conference. He just wanted to say the word fuck in every sentence, it sounded like. But you could tell he was fed up with his team's performance. Losing to the Falcons, that's just at home too. So I really think this team comes out firing. Mike Evans is back. I expect him to go off. Maybe Godwin. The Panthers. The only way they're gonna I think this is gonna be a shootout. This definitely a shootout potential. I'm gonna go 35-31 Bucs. Gonna be a fun game, I think.
Dude, why? I like Jay's pick there with the Mike Evans. Mike Evans always does well against Carolina. So give me Tampa Bay. I just can't really see just the word Panthers in playoffs. It just doesn't really sit well with me. So I'm going with Tampa Bay, and I think they're going to win the division overall.
Next game, Jets and the Saints. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. Jets and the Saints. This is going to be a snooze fest. The Saints have no Alvin Kamara, no Devon Vele, and no Devin Neal. No Kamara, no Neal, no Vele. So I kind of wanted to take the Jets, but then I realized, they're starting Brady Cook again, and it's the Saints at home. And Kellen Moore, he's starting to build that culture. You're starting to see some guys care. They're rallying behind Tyler Shuck. Chase Young had some comments. They're all in on this guy, surprisingly. So I'm going to take them. They beat who? The Buccaneers and the Panthers, and now they get the Jets, who are way worse than those two teams. So I don't like this, but I'm just going to keep taking them. Give me the Saints.
Talked about this a few weeks ago. I think Tyler Shuck has an outside chance of winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. Saints are going to finish 7-10 because they're going to win out. They're building something, and it looks okay for now. So give me the Saints.
I agree. Big win last week for them to really fuck over the Panthers. I'm not a huge fan of either team, but give me the Saints, I guess. Why not?
Clean sweep there. Next game, I said that the Bengals were my lock of the week. I lied. It's actually this one. Bills, Browns. This is so free. The Browns look like strawberry shit cake against the Bears last week, and the Bills they're the Bills. They're really good. I don't care that it's in Cleveland. I think this feels like a Josh Allen game. We had a James Cook game last week. This is when Josh Allen goes for like 5 or 6 total touchdowns, maybe 2 on the ground, 3 or 4 through the air. I think Bills light it up. And that's not good for O-Town because the Crusaders have Josh Allen. So we'll see.
Yeah, I put Bills over Brownies. It's in their name because they just lay brown shits. Lock of the week, Josh Allen goes off. Bills 45-10.
I agree. This is my lock of the week. I think I agree with everything what all you guys said. I think Josh Allen's gonna have a hell of a game. I think James Cook's gonna do good too. Whenever the Bills win, he always does well. But there's really no competition here. Give me Buffalo. And I think this very well could be their year to finally make it to the Super Bowl. I said it in our group chat today. No Chiefs. They always lose to the Chiefs, and they're out. So this could be their year.
Are you going to talk about Kincaid for the 8th week in a row or no?
I'm not, no.
Also not. 2 tuts.
Yeah,
tugs?
I'd end the game.
I gotcha. All right, next game, Chiefs and the Titans. I really did consider Tennessee here, but the Chiefs don't have Mahomes, but they have literally everyone else, and the Titans, well, they suck. So that's why I'm taking the Chiefs.
Yeah, this is the first time I put the Chiefs in a shit fest of the week. This game's going to be miserable to watch. But I expect Travis Kelce to have a game of a lifetime. He might have 12 catches.
So who do I go with, Joe? Do I go with the disease or do I go with Kelce?
You got to go with Kelsey. Minshew targeted him 3 out of the 4 passes.
But Joe, it's the
and
disease.
I would go with the disease.
It's the disease.
against the Hawks in a shit game like that, there's supposed to be rain and sleet and like cold.
Well, I didn't know. Might have to look back into that one.
I don't know. I kind of might have just talked myself into picking the Seahawks because I think they're more grittier. I don't know. But I'm going to take the Chiefs here over the Titans. Titans have been playing really better football, though. I will say that. Just not to the point where it's like I want to take them yet. So give me the Chiefs.
Oh, God. Cole's looking something off.
And I mean,
they got a win and they put up 20 points against 49ers last week.
20
Yeah,
points.
I mean, they played close with Seattle, too, a couple weeks ago. So, I mean.
I guess.
But, yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs. I also have this as my shit fest of the week. I never thought I'd say that, Chiefs shit fest, like Joe just said. But give me KC.
Next game. This is the opposite of a shit fest. This is a fun fest. Jaguars, Broncos. I mean, big implications for the AFC 1 seed, for the AFC South, for the AFC West. This is a massive game. I know the Jaguars have been averaging 30 points per game since the bye week, since they got their ass whooped in England. With that being said, I just think the Broncos are inevitable. This team is so good. RJ Harvey did pop up on the injury report. That does concern me a little bit. But I understand that they scored 31. They averaged like 31 points a game, but this Broncos defense it doesn't matter. They are so good. This Broncos team, I think, Joe or Z, you put in did you submit your pick? Are the Bills your AFC official pick right now?
Not official, but I mean, they might be. They maybe actually. I don't know.
I don't know. If I handcuffed you and I couldn't unhandcuff you until you told me who you were picking. That's your pick, the Bills.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I like Denver too. Honestly, Denver gets a lot of hate. I like Denver.
My point is that's how I feel about Denver. I just feel so strongly that they're just a sick team, and yeah, that's why I'm taking them.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I think Houston's my AFC team.
Wow. They just
Their
can't
defense.
They can't run the ball for dick. For dick.
That's the thing. It's just like I know I always talk about their offense, and we'll get to them, but it's just like I know but this is always where they seem to turn up. And as odd as that sounds, I think they're built for the moment.
What's that from, Z?
Together. So real quick, Jags over Bronchinis is my game of the week. I hate the Jags. I hate both of these teams, but the Jags have really impressed me enough.
Liam
Sadly,
Cohen.
ETN was scoring touchdowns when they had 40 fucking points on the board.
Hop on the Liam Cohen train.
He's not bad. He's not bad. They're doing well. I will give them that. And I think they're playing better football than the fraudulent Broncos. So I'm going to take the Jags. Both teams are fraudulent here. It's going to be a good game, though. Give me the Jags.
I think the Jags. I don't know. I just think I had my doubts about the Jags for sure, and they proved me wrong. I mean, hell of a game they played last week. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, I've always loved that guy. Shout out to him for ETN. I mean, what a guy.
Oh, God.
But I mean, people saying the Broncos are fraudulent, I just think that's just not true at all. Their defense is amazing. Bo Nix played unbelievable last week. I know they don't really, I mean, like their offense doesn't really pass the eye test, but I mean, if they're putting up points, yeah, I'm all in on this team all day. Give me the Broncos.
This is the time of year where a lot of fans of shit teams are talking about who they're going to hire for head coach. One of the names that I'm not hearing nearly enough is Vance Joseph. He's the defensive coordinator for the Broncos. Get that man a head coaching job. He's been a head coach before. And
it's just going to be like, I feel like he's like Spags. I don't think he'll ever get one again. Or I don't think he wants to take one.
He'll interview. He's definitely going to interview, I think.
But that's when people talk about, I think he'll interview for sure, but I think when people talk about stuff like that, I think people are more content with being a dominating coordinator on a winning team rather than having to be the head honch trying to build a program up again. Like Spags, Spags did have the best job, not anymore, but you know what I mean? Like Vance Joseph has the best job in the world right now. He just dominates the defense side of the ball.
Yeah. Well, right now he's focused on Week 16 and the Jags, and I need him and his defense to wax ETN's gooch. Next game, Falcons and the Cardinals. This has big shootout potential. It's in a dome in December. I mean, we saw what Kurt Cochains did last week. They got 10 days of rest. Cardinals, I picked them to beat Houston. That was dumb. I'm picking them again. Let's go, Brissett. Let's go, McBride. Light it up. Let's go, AZ, baby. Shout out Casey.
That's a terrible pick.
Well, I have the shit picks.
That's a terrible.
Yeah. Do you take him Tuesday?
No.
Dumbass. Oh, all right. I took the Falcons here. They're playing for their pick. Showed last week that they care. They're bought in still. Raheem Morris still might not have a job after this year, but it sounds like they're content with moving on from both quarterbacks in their room this year, just because it's not stable, something like that. But Michael Wilson will go for 40 fantasy points this game, I think.
Go Cards.
Joe, I love that pick. Just kidding. That pick sucks balls. Give me the Arizona Cardinals all day. I think Kirk Cousins
be first after this week. I'll take it.
Kirk Cousins is like a revolving door. He had an unbelievable week last week. This week, I guarantee you, he's just gonna poop his pants. I'm not gonna say shit. Well, he's gonna shit his pants. Even if Arizona has a terrible defense, he's gonna play amazing. I am very scared to play Jacoby Brissett though in fantasy. Yes, I'm scared to play Jacoby Brissett. The guy's a walking 20. He's a walking 20 bomb every week. This could be the week he like a 30 or 35.
I was talking about this today. Like Brissett is really the only quarterback left or starting in the league that, like, if he started every game this year, he would have probably passed for 5,000 yards, and we haven't seen a 5,000 yard thrower since. It's been a while. Like consistently, half the league, nobody's over 4,000 yet. Like, it's nuts.
Well, it's helped them that James Conner and Trey Benson have been hurt. He's doing this year. I mean, Jameis Winston's kind of been buried on the depth chart. He's doing what Jameis has done in years past. So he's the new
And I think
James.
Brissett is a Chief to start next year.
Not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Next game. God, I keep forgetting about locks of the week. This is my lock of the week, officially. Geno Smith's coming back. I don't care. It's the Texans against the Raiders in Houston. The Texans might maul Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll might get mauled. Colton or Nate, regardless, I'm taking Houston.
Took the Raiders last week, and I'm going to take – no, I'm just kidding. If there were a way for somebody to score negative points, it would be in this game for the Raiders. I'm going to take the Texans 50 to -2.
I'm taking a shutout here.
Yeah, I agree. Back-to-back shutouts could happen.
Short and sweet. Houston is good. Las Vegas is bad. Give me Texans.
No profanity there. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank
last day game here. Steelers and the Lions. This game, I checked, officially has the highest over-under, which was surprising. I mean, the Steelers' offense doesn't really wow me. Regardless, you know who does wow me? He's coming. It's Gibbs 30.
Ooh.
Gibbs. He is coming.
Yeah.
3 or 4 tugs, and I cannot wait. Give me the Lions.
I disagree. I know we were talking about this last week. This is my upset of the week here. I'm taking the Steelers over the Lions. You can laugh all you want. We called this last week. Everybody's talking about Achane over on rushing yards. Achane over on rushing yards. He wasn't even. I mean, he had 60 rushing yards. His over under is 80. Like,
And
I think
through the passing
run
game, what did he do, Joe?
Huh?
6 for 60 in the passing game.
That's what, okay, fine. I don't think the run, as long as they contain the run game, like I said, this game's going to be very high scoring. The Steelers can match, for the most part, on offense.
Fart?
In the pass
What was that
game.
face, see?
Rodgers.
That was a fart face.
No, it was a disgust face because Jimmy Gibbs did a catch 10
disgusted.
passes.
Yeah,
I got you.
Rodgers against the Lions. This is a little vintage moment for him. I'm going to go Boswell, game-winning field goal,
Nice.
35-32. I got a number.
I'll take it.
I don't have a number. So Z, you got it.
I got it.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
53.
Holy shit! That was awesome!
I kind of want to take Pittsburgh just because
You
of
should
that
have seen my
reason.
face. I was like,
I'm taking Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs he's gonna catch probably 3 touchdowns. He's gonna be really good through the air.
We don't call him that
I
anymore.
hope Jameson Williams.
No, we don't call him touchdowns anymore.
Tugs. Sorry, he's gonna have 3 tugs at least. Jameson Williams has quietly been like the wide receiver 3 through the second half of the season. So I hope he keeps up kicking ass, but give me Detroit.
You know what? I'm going to make a prediction here. I think Isaiah Tesla scores 2 touchdowns this game. It's going to be a shootout. I think he scores twice.
Joe, you
I hope
took
it's a
Pittsburgh.
Hmm?
You took Pittsburgh.
I know, I'm just saying, I still think he scores twice. It's going to be a high-scoring game. 35-32 Boswell.
Thanks, Jake. All right, heading into Sunday Night Football. Patriots, Ravens. The Ravens are favored in this game by like 1.5 points. Give me New England. That feels so free. It's in Baltimore. This Patriots team is good. I know they lost last week. I don't think they lose 2 times in a row. Give me New England. Drake May is the MVP.
I took the Ravens here. Their defense has been stepping up the past few weeks. 1. 2, this is going to be a Derrick Henry game if I've ever seen one. Old coach.
The Patriots, they're a black hole, Joe. They're a black hole
They need
for
to
RBs.
win. I think Derrick Henry goes for 125-2.
Oh my God, no way.
He's gonna fuck. This is a primetime Derrick Henry game. We had one earlier this year with the Bills, and Henry porked, right?
Joe, his time is done. Derrick Henry is washed.
I'm telling you, Ravens are winning this game. They need to win this game if they want to stay alive. They're not losing this game. I'm telling you right now. Ravens are going to win. Let me fact check Derrick Henry real quick.
The Patriots are nasty, dude.
Yeah, when they played the Bills, he went for 169-2. This is a primetime game. I'm telling you, Derrick Henry is going to go off. He's going to exploit that defense. This is the first time in Mike Vrabel's career he's going against Derrick Henry. Give me the Ravens.
I want to laugh at you, and I want to laugh with Z, but Z, I'll give you the floor.
Just hold on 1 second there. I know. Okay, I took Baltimore in my upset. Prime time, dude. I actually don't know. I don't know if I picked New England or Baltimore. I know I picked them on the screen that the viewers see, but I really want to change it right now. I'm going to be honest.
It's in B-more.
It's just prime time, and the Ravens need this win so bad. I mean, New England needs it bad too, but still, where is this game at?
We're in B-more at the bank. We're at the bank.
You know you want to do it, Z. Come on.
Damn, I'm gonna stick with the Ravens and upset.
Yeah.
But I actually have no idea. I think it's gonna be a very, very good game. This is gonna be my game of the week too. Upset and game of the week. I just think Drake May after a loss, I feel like he's gonna just light it up. I really hope he does. But I just Ravens primetime at home, competing for a division title. I just think they're gonna get it done.
Hell yeah. All right, now I get to do the laughing. Z, you can join me in the laughing because we've gotten to Monday Night Football. Lucas Oil Stadium, the 49ers against the Colts. I don't have to get much into it. I'm taking the Niners. The Niners are a great team. They're doing good things. Joe, go ahead.
And I'll go ahead and go too. Actually, I'm picking them. Well, Joe, go.
I was watching the Pat McAfee show. I think it was either Monday or yesterday. They brought up a good point. It made me laugh. And it was a bit, obviously, it was funny. But they're like, last time, he goes, Phillip Rivers, even though he played with the Colts, has never experienced Lucas Oil Stadium to its capacity. The fans are going to be there. It's going to be rolling. This is Phillip fucking Rivers. God damn it. Seahawks defense, obviously, I think the 49ers have the most sacks in the league, 15. Myles Garrett himself has more than the 49ers as a team. And with that being said, I think it's going to be a similar approach to how the Seahawks played the Colts a little bit there. But I think for these next 3 weeks, if the Colts want any chance of making playoffs, they have to win out or at least win their 2 divisional games. But Jonathan Taylor is going to step up. These next 3 weeks, I think he's going to go monster mode and just give him hell.
Yes.
But Phil Rivers, he's been there, done that. It looked a little uncomfortable last week. He's got the bumps out of the way. Give me the Colts in a 21-20 win.
Now, do you actually love the lamp, or are you just saying that? Because that's what this feels like. I don't think you believe that. I think you want that to happen.
Their defense, Colts defense, played really well last week. I think they could pull off a win here, and they need to if they want to. They want to make the playoffs. And who wouldn't want to watch Phillip Rivers in the playoffs?
I'm going to be rooting my ass off for that guy. Just like I was last week, but I got to be safe here. Joe, we got 3 weeks left and season standings are on the line.
Yeah, well, I got my Ravens pick for me. And I also got my, what was the other pick?
Rams.
Steelers.
That's right. Yeah. I'm starting 1-0 tomorrow night, and I can already lock that in.
All right.
No, I hope you're wrong, you son of a bitch.
That's going to do it. Comment down below who had the best picks. Have you guys, I know we've been doing this this is the 6th season that we've been doing this. Would you guys want to do some reward for first place or a punishment for last place?
I'm good with it.
For these,
Okay.
I feel like
I don't really want to do the punishment, but I'll do the reward thing, yeah.
Okay, so just a reward for first, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
Heard Z's gonna milk a dud.
Yeah, maybe milk a dud or something like that. All right, thanks for joining me, guys. We're going to have just a little sneak peek if anyone's making it this far. Casey Tyrrell coming on for Week 17's episode, and then our guy, Xavier Zay Moore, coming on for Week 18. So we got
Nice.
2 good guests to round out the season. Thanks for joining me, guys. Have a great... well, Joe, you're out of the fantasy playoffs, but Z, you're in it, so best of luck to you. I hope you lose, but I'm sure that you hope that you win.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one, guys. Deuces.
Can't believe we got that field goal. That was awesome.
That was crazy. I had 53 on the fucking. I mean, I had.
I told myself that 53 is the first number. That's why I said I got the number right. And then I'm like, no, I'm going 54. And then I switched back last second. I would have been so pissed.